Kurumjari, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV, and this is Victoria Rajkumari. Before we begin, let's take a look at the headlines first. After brief lull during Lok Sabha elections, Kuki militants attack Itham Moirangpure. Village volunteers retaliate fiercely, engaging in heavy gun battle. State government deports 38 Myanmar nationals through integrated checkpost More safely. And MLA RK Imo calls for state government to probe into police officers' negligence despite intelligence report for Jiribam incidents. With the rise in digital world, we extend our welcome and gratitude to our dearest viewers for supporting the most trusted and first ever OTT platform, SKTV in Manipur, that can be watched globally. Now to top stories. After halting for a brief period during the Lok Sabha elections, Kuki militants have resumed their aggressive attack in several Meitei villages in periphery areas using sophisticated weapons and explosives. The militants attack Meitei village with bombs at Itham Moirangpure village under Maphau Dam police station in Imphal East district today. As per sources, the Kuki militants initiated their assault on Moirangpure from the Bongyan Hill range, unleashing a barrage of bullets and bombs starting from 9:15 a.m. Following which, the village volunteers also retaliated fiercely, engaging in heavy gun battle for around 20 minutes. However, till the time of reporting, there were no reports of casualties. The sources further said that tensions have been escalated between women folks and Central Security Forces after the security forces reportedly intervened at the scene and obstructed the passes. Meanwhile, village volunteers remain on high alert in the area. In addition, a team of Imphal East District Police Commando team has been deployed at the scene to reinforce security measures. Amid the ongoing crisis, Manipur government has successfully deported 38 Myanmar nationals from More yesterday. According to a post on X account, Chief Minister N. Biren asserted that in continuation of the deportation process of immigrants, state government has deported 38 Myanmar nationals to Myanmar through integrated checkpost ICP More. Chief Minister further added that the 38 immigrants have been handed over to Myanmar authority by the Immigration Officer of India. He also ensured that the government will continue the identification of illegal immigrants to deport them. Sagolban MLA RK Imo has urged the authority concerned to investigate the negligence of police officers who overlooked the intelligence report provided by the state government to the police department prior to the ambush on Chief Minister's advance escort convoy team on June 10 near Kotlen in Kangpokpi district, as well as the Jiribam incident. According to a post on X account, MLA RK Imo has urged the state government to launch an inquiry against the negligent police officers. Highlighting the intelligence wing of Manipur Police Department, he stressed that the government has given advance intelligence report regarding the Jiribam conflict earlier this year, citing that the officers should held the accountable for those loss of lives and property of all those affected. He urged the state government to initiate an inquiry against the lackadaisical attitude of the police officers. He further demanded to suspend and take legal actions against them, implicating that their negligence is related to the ambush perpetrated by the Kuki terrorists on Chief Minister's advance escort convoy team. He further lambasted that the associate officers must held accountable for the ambush on the state police team heading as advance cavalcade for the Chief Minister. Notably, the state government has asked the police department to provide the report of security arrangement regarding the encroachment of around 200 Kuki-Zo militants in Jiribam from Churachandpur before June 11. In yet another bombing incident, unknown miscreants targeted the residence of Dr. Mayanglambam Amit Kumar, a neurosurgeon at Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, Jennings, yesterday evening. The attack took place around 7:30 p.m. at Dr. Amit Kumar's residence in Brahmapur Nahabam Laikai, Imphal East District. According to reports, the assailants hurled 2 bombs at the residence yesterday. One of the bombs exploded beneath a Nissan car parked in the courtyard bearing registration number MN06 LX4376, resulting in its sudden combustion. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. However, the explosion caused damage to the doors, windows and glasses of the house. The motive behind the attack and the identities of the perpetrators is yet to be ascertained. Porompat police have registered a case and investigations are underway. Doctors and staff of Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences Jennings staged sit-in protest in front of Jennings Administrative and Faculty block against the bomb attack by unknown miscreants at the residence of Dr. Amit Kumar around 7 p.m. last night, creating panic among the residents. Although no casualties were reported, the explosion resulted in significant damage, including burning of a 4-wheeler vehicle parked nearby. Medical Superintendent of Jennings, Dr. Nandebam Kameshwar, has condemned the attack, calling it unfortunate and emphasizing that the blast could have caused severe injuries had anyone been in close proximity at the time. He highlighted Dr. Amit Kumar's efforts in providing assistance and medical aid amid the ongoing conflict in Manipur. Dr. Kameshwar warned that such violent incidents could hinder healthcare services and assistance to those in need. He appealed to the community and the perpetrators to refrain from such violent acts in the near future again.
Awabe mathakta awaba nungaitaba mathakta nungaitaba maraksida akoi mayamgi seba tawjariba maruina doctor ji mayamgi awaba polumdoi mathakta ana yeki polumji yaujariban sigi maraksida akoi Dr. M Amit Kumar neurosurgeon ni akoi institute sigi magi mayumda ngarang bomb pokhaiba ani ni thambiramido amadi kaurubadagi thengnarakpanena su hai aduidi aduki mati khudong thine oikre gari gi pokhairiba phibamdu yamna nungaite akoi gi sohaudragasu maduna akhoida piriba thawai nuaitabagi ithinjina akhoigi routine work sida yamna akaiba tholokpa yaba mayamge seba tawbana ninghanaba yaba amadi tungda akhoina yamna awaba polung loinana mayamge seba tawrogadi mapung pharoidabi mayamsi khaluraga masi maram ama orasu akhoina wari sanaraga amicable solution ama porpa yaroi habagi sulei leite aduna wari sanaraga tawbiyu sumaina aki akhang tawdana bom pokhai handana migi thamoi sokpa amadi khudong thininga oiba thabak singje tawbigano haraga protest tawjaramani.
Member of Dharmalaya Social Welfare Center Apunba Mairapai Bilup, Hidang Mayum Ongbi Suchitra have strongly condemned the recent incident of bombing in the residential areas. In response to the attack on Dr. Mayanglambam's Biramani's residence, the Dharmalaya Social Welfare Center staged a protest at Brahmapur Nahabam Basketball Ground in Imphal East District. During the sit-in protest, Suchitra expressed that the bombing incident, which occurred around 7:30 p.m. yesterday, is a deeply troubling situation. She emphasized that such acts of violence only contribute to the instability of the state, causing fear and distress among the residents. Suchitra urged the individuals involved to refrain from resorting to such violent tactics, emphasizing the potential risks to innocent lives. Highlighting the recent bombing incident, Suchitra revealed that 2 bombs were hurled, resulting in the explosion of one, causing damage to the car, while the other bomb remained unexploded. She highlighted the dangerous consequences of such actions, noting that children were present near the site of the explosion. Suchitra also appealed to those responsible of the bombing incident to come forward and clarify their motives.
Live attempt gi type ka bom lang chalak pa haibase yamna live thibani ngasing asimbakse yamna aikoi sarang arba matam ama oiribani mayang lambam biramni hariba usugi hanagi president oiramba nupa dugi mayumda bom lang chalak pani haibase aikoi hana khamjade ta sengna makidi bom lang chalak pani haibase aikoi last ta khangak pani ai isamak su mai kan ba yaujeri matam adu da grenade se ai imang makta da lerambani hana akoi di ka dugi petrol na maram oiraga sagla iboi khangui yamna nungai jadabadi hariba imunga se aikoi lekaina yamna munna basa khangba imungni amata chung asibo manungda lanba khotpa leitiba yam chamna hingjaba punchi marela mani makhoigi organization manungda karingba khara langkhatna ba nungaina da ba haibadi mukna ba kitang di lei haiba ama khakte ekoi khangjai aduga sab chaba karigi posak no kanana tawriba no karamba mongda tawriba no haibadu de ekoi khangba ngamjade aduna ekoina mayamgi mafamda haijaning badi adugumlaba mioi aduna yumlakta mathong manam khamdana punsi mangba yaba thogdok tawrakpadudi nungai jade aduga matungdadi asigumba thogdok ase amuhanna lekai yumlak mi kongdaba mafamduda amuhanna tawdanaba aikoi appeal tawjari.
Taragi Jesu has issued strong condemnation over the bomb attack on the residence of Dr. Mayanglambam Amit Kumar, a neurosurgeon at Jenims and executive member of Taragi Jesu. Chairman of Taragi Jesu, Kaidem Mani, addressing the media person at its office located at Complete Hearing Solution Complex at Kurai Ahongai Ahan Balairak, emphasized that while disagreements may exist, resorting to violence such as bomb attacks is incorrect. He asserted that both truth and falsehood cannot justify violent actions, especially in the context of ongoing conflict that has already inflicted significant suffering on the people. He expressed that such acts only serve to deepen the challenges to the community. Highlighting the critical situation in Manipur, he claimed that it resembles to a society left without governance and neglected by the central government. He urged the government to identify and prosecute those responsible for the bomb attack at the earliest. Moreover, he criticized the government's inaction regarding an earlier ambush on Chief Minister's convoy team. He also discussed the Indigenous Travel Advocacy Committee, in short ITAC, condemning its actions such as blocking state security forces from entering Ferzol, Ziribam and Tamenglong districts, and a group allegedly tied to Kuki militants restricting movement of Meitei drivers and state security forces on the Imphal to Jiribam road. He described these actions as separatist and urged the government to take divisive action to restore order. He further called on the government to either act divisively to address ongoing issues or to openly admit its inability to manage the situation.
Chief Minister gi convoy da arang nahan nong may kapsil e haiba hoji pa phabe gi watade kuki lamen ba kuki terrorist kang bu gi adu magrup amana tawbuni hana hairaba hoji pa phai pulle habi gi tade dhapti angak pa phangna tawi adu ga loina na Indigenous Tribe Advocacy Committee ITAC haiba anu baling bra hana lebra khangde kuki phurup ki oiba adu mamioi khargi Ferzol Tamenglong Jiribam Dalaiba du makuki sing adugi oiba group asina Jiribam da security force maroina Manipur police ang bira kanu haidana tawriba asigi mathakta action ama hojik phaw logba ngamdaba se yamna laibot thibani loina Imphal jeri lambida shutdown tore Meitei driver tharakanu Meitei police tharakanu haiba yamna sector yam oiba yamna jati bijati khaiba akoi Manipur sida tawriba mong se yam sathina pende asi punamag se sarkar na nupa thokna thabak tobiyu government se thabak to nupa thokna ngamdra ka to.
That's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Kangla Healthcare Institutional Foundation. Admission open for BSc and Diploma in MLT, RIT, OT and Optometry. Eligible criteria: qualification 10+2 Science PCB, eligibility 55% for general and relaxation up to 50% for SC, ST and OBC. Special features: free internships, highly equipped advanced laboratory for practical and 10 laboratories in 16th district, 100% job guarantee, highly qualified faculties, renowned guest lecturers. For more details, contact at mobile number 6009121640, 9863309810, 8787679398, 8131962951 or 9774931842. www.khkif.com. Address: Reeves Road near Nityananda Temple.
Admission open, admission open. Changangaida laiba Imprint Science Academy ki academic session 2024-25 ki class 11 science ki damak ming chananabagi damak form thaba hauzare. Experience leiraba oza sing na takpi tandiduna haukiba chahi singdagi ngasi fauba leptana position holder kaya puthorakli. Nupa macha amadi nupi macha singi oiba tongan ba hostel su thamjari. 5.30 CGPA amadi masigi mathakta fangba mahairoi sing direct free admission. 7 CGPA amadi masigi mathakta fangba singi oina tongan ba khudong chaba sing su pizari. Kharadang pallabada installment, transport, hostel admission fee sing lemna fanghanba, akhanaba scholarship piba, chahi ani gi oiba lemna NEET G course sing piba asina chingbani. Hena ko pamarol gi damak pau biu 9362141166.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Member of Manipur Human Rights Commission, Kangjam Khagendra, highlighted a moment of cultural pride by re-referencing the Chengna role detailed in the Puya, an ancient manuscript. Khagendra emphasized that the Meitei community has its own long-standing rules and regulations, showcasing the rich cultural heritage of Manipur. He made these remarks during one-day discourse on China role and international humanitarian law held at Court Hall of Manipur University today. The event was organized by Department of Law, Manipur University and Manipur Human Rights Commission. Speaking on the occasion, Khagendra praised the discourse on China role as a positive step in recognizing an important part of Manipur's history. He emphasized the importance of public discussion to address the ongoing crisis in the state, which has persisted for more than a year. He urged that the crisis should be resolved early to prevent them from escalating and becoming more difficult to manage. Khagendra also criticized the government's handling of the crisis, suggesting that if the initial stages had been better managed, the situation will not have escalated to its current state. He stressed the need for proper rules and research documents to effectively resolve the violence. He noted that many houses have been burned down and significant property damage has occurred, requiring thorough documentation. He called on for frequent awareness sessions for civil societies on how to conduct proper research and maintain accurate records. Vice-Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor N. Lokendra, Manipur Human Rights Commission IGP and Head of Investigation Division Mamata Wahingbam, IPS, Dean of School of Social Sciences, Manipur University, Professor T.H. Purnima and Head of Department of Law, Manipur University, Dr. Yumnam Premananda attended the program.
좀 강다다가 담는 거지. 마치 그게 아소리. 그래서 저희가 집이 뭐 홍기야 그냥 하는 거지. 말아봐 스포츠나 만들고 생각해 우리 라는 생각. 너무 라는 거나 좀 뭐가 나라고 하지. 그런 농장에 뭐 이제는 쓸때 보면지. 소스 퍼센트나 그래서 벌도 뭐가 뭐야 또 거기 이렇게 그것도 뭐야 벌레비게 이제 가는 거는 아주 쉽고 지키려 이거 가지고 거기 가라. 스토어에 이렇게 아주 뭐 잡다 하는 담배는 거 하나. 스페셜리 커뮤니티 멤버들 이제 거기 뭐 되지 도쿠멘테이션이 없고 documentation to get any कोई शुरू ही नहीं any यूं खुदी दा कोई ISTB की चैनल ये ना ISTB चलती है आम ही कई बड़ी चीजों को कना जा बहुत हम ठीक है हम जाता हम जो सिंह ला पचास लोग 10 लोग को कर ये इवेंट बनी कोई डॉक्यूमेंट है फोटो हम चल
Convener of Peace Committee Wangkai Kendra, Mahendra Nauram, has called for the people of Manipur to take responsibility for resolving the ongoing crisis, stating that the government has been unable to resolve the crisis. During a press conference held at World United Club in Wangkai Soibam Lekai, Mahendra expressed his disappointment over the Indian government's failure to address the crisis, which has resulted in the loss of many innocent lives, destruction of homes, and widespread internal displacement. He emphasized that if both the central and state governments are unable to resolve the situation, the responsibility should be handed over to the public. He expressed his dissatisfaction with the government's efforts and stressed the need for the people to safeguard the state themselves. Meanwhile, during the Peace Committee Wangkai Kendra visits Jiribam on 21st June, the coordinator, Boys Com, has urged the public to offer assistance.
Ngarang nahan da lohiba MP election sigi hek matung tarakpada aikoi maning mai kai da leiriba Jiribam sida yamna tamthiba mongda aikoi gi farm da leijaba adum laba mioi bagi minung sigi wangmada mangaka ga hatpa loina na jiri gi borobrega adagi soto vegra na chingba mafam singda leiba yum humdra marfu gi matakta mai thaba swain tawdana yam tamthiba mongda cookie militant singna chatharakba lanjang sida India government na domak ngasi phawa yengaga leiba mase yamna pende sahi ma hela bauta government sina sum yengaga leirisi karino India government namadi Manipur government ki forcing sina karima ngamaro heba targadi praja singda sinabiro government na ngasi bauta tawni harga tawdadana leibase mase Manipur praja amadi Peace Committee Wangkai Kendra gi mai kai degi am chauna kandem tawjai
jeri gi khongchat asida ekoi Wangkai Kendra da leiriba club kunmari haisi group mayam na taba dugumba ekoi Wangkai Kendra ni haibidi jati suna leiba hai tare aduna khona thokkiba thodoksi masigi da displaced odan leiriba yamna langjenaraga hojik jiri da leirisida angamba site ta koi Kendra sigi hai tare masida koi pangninga gi da maktasu masi press kuthang da koi mayam gi anaraga so appeal tawjari bani aduna hojik media gi phom da koi thomjaning basi si sumba koi gi khongchat sida leiriba koi Wangkai Kendra gi apunba mayam na su support sojok tobiyo amadi leiriba koi Manipur praja punamang na su sojok tobiyo haina on behalf of the Peace Committee Wangkai Kendra na nolog na mayam phom da thamjari.
Awardee Professor Yaikom Hemantakumar commended the teachers of Santi Niketan for their efforts and dedication in Manipuri dance. He emphasized that their commitment has been instrumental in elevating Manipuri dance to both national and international levels. Santi Niketan Manipur alumni felicitated Professor Yaikom Hemantakumar, who received Innovative Lecture Award, acknowledging his academician career at Kanglei Mime Theatre Repertory Hall, Langthabal Kunja today. Founder of Kanglei Mime Theatre Repertory, Dr. Yumnam Sadananda, Nokpade producer Thoglam Rohini Kumar, among others, attended the event. Speaking at the event, Professor Hemantakumar compared the teaching methodologies of Manipuri dance between the instructors at Santi Niketan and Jain Dance Academy. He stated that Manipur University of Culture prioritized thesis-based learning. He further added that he has dedicated nearly 3 decades of service at Santi Niketan and is due to retire in December of this year. Meanwhile, he also expressed apprehension about the potential extension of Santi Niketan after his retirement.
Sangit Bhavanda tamamba dagi research tawramba moi mayam na punjhallaga aina handakse UGC EMRC na sinba Innovative Lecture Award haidana amakha koigi India gi oiba award amakha phangde aigi makhada leikiba doctorate mayam ang chhatra sing maitai mayam da pulap unabagi thawram amada moi mayam changdana chhatra sing sinai cha sing inau sing asina reception tawba yam nungai ba kumai amani ai chawrakna chahi 38 mapung oi phare hujik and December the retire to Godorobani. Aduna 93 dagi equina master Manipuri Jagui the master si hangi. Aduna equina sahi manga say the pura zero level the gilak Mate Jagui Karino. I took on Kandra Lapa Satrasing. We makoi say equina within 5 years age with the as a performer Utokpa. See the koi other lady bar, Santini Tanda lady Maitegi Oza Sing, the Bengali Oza Aniam Shiawi koi Oza stop Tare Nipan Musina Satrasing si koina. Maru in a man performer or never semba.
Like-minded group LMG Manipur has condemned the brutal killing of a Class 6 student, Sapam Jenika, who was killed by Sapam Sadat on the morning of June 6th at Sapam Sabal Laikai. LMG visited the victim's family and provided the essential commodities and monetary assistance. During the visit, Secretary of LMG, Ozit Sarakhaibam, strongly condemned the heinous act of Sapam Jenika's death. He decried the killing of an innocent student who was attacked with an iron rod on the road. He emphasized the need for parents to ensure the safety of children, especially when they are commuting to and fro from the school. He attributed such incidents to drug abuse, highlighting the importance of clubs, organizations and associations as well as the families of drug abusers in taking responsibility for these individuals. He suggested that drug abusers should be sent to rehabilitation centers to prevent from such tragic incident. He also warned that without proper intervention, children will be unable to go safely for their daily activities. Ojit concluded that such acts are a significant setback for the state's development. Now from the national news, the centre has announced that Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi will be the next Chief of Army Staff. He will succeed General Manoj Pandey, assuming the position on June 30th. Lieutenant General Dwivedi, an alumnus of Sainik School, Rewa, was commissioned to the 18th Jammu and Kashmir Rifles on December 18, 1984, and later commanded the same unit. Throughout his over a 39-year military career, Lieutenant General Dwivedi has held various command roles, including leading his unit in both Kashmir Valley and Rajasthan sector. He has also served as Sector Commander and Inspector General of Assam Rifles in the Northeast. Additionally, he has experience as Deputy Chief at Army Headquarters and has headed 9th Corps in Himachal Pradesh. As he steps into his role as the 30th Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Dwivedi brings extensive experience from his recent positions as Vice Chief of Army Staff, Northern Army Commander 2022-24, and Director General of Infantry, among other significant command appointments. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has announced the launch of Nijut Moina scheme on June 12, which aims to combat early marriage and encouraging education among girl students. Under this initiative, the state government will provide monthly stipends to girl students who are enrolled in higher education institutions. Specifically, those in classes 11 and 12 will receive 1,000 per rupees month. Those in undergraduate programs will get 1,250 rupees, and postgraduate students will be given 2,500 rupees monthly. The stipends will be transferred to the students on the 11th of each month to alleviate economic hardships for their families. This scheme follows the success of a previous initiative that provided scooters to girls who achieved first division, which significantly increased the number of high-performing female students. The Niju Moina scheme is projected to require an annual expenditure of 300 to 350 crore rupees initially, potentially rising to 1,500 crore rupees as more students benefit from the program. In a startling revelation, Mizoram has witnessed drug seizures worth over 9,802.5 crore rupees in the first 5 months of 2024. This information was disclosed by Venu Bansal, IGP Intelligence and Head of Anti-Narcotics Task Force during the 7th meeting of state-level narco coordination. Bansal also revealed that 418 cases were registered and 581 individuals arrested in connection with drug-related activities during this period. The meeting, chaired by Chief Secretary Dr. Renu Sharma, took place at SAD Conference Hall in Mizoram New Capital Complex. It shows extensive reviews of actions taken by various stakeholders, including the Mizoram Police, Excise and Narcotics Department, Assam Rifles, BSF and MASARCs in combating the drug menace. The DGP highlighted the need for strict compliance with NDPS Act's provisions for effective prosecution and importance of joint interrogations by various law enforcement agencies in drug-related cases. Dr. Sharma commended the relentless efforts of law enforcement agencies and urged to all stakeholders to maintain their commitment to fighting drugs. She instructed district DCs and SPs to hold district narcotic meetings monthly to enhance coordination in combating the drug menace at the district level. Now the weather report. According to ICR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature has reached 33 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature has dropped to 24.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum humidity is forecasted to be 87% in the morning and 50% in the evening. No rainfall has been recorded today in the state. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. After brief lull during Lok Sabha elections, Kuki militants attack Itham Moirangpurin. Village volunteers retaliate, fiercely engaging in heavy gun battle. State government deports 38 Myanmar nationals through integrated checkpost Moreh safely. And MLA RK Imo calls for state government to probe into police officers' negligence despite intelligence report for Jiribam incidents. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News, the first ever OTT platform in Manipur. Please visit SKTV website, that is skyic.in, to download SKTV app. You can now access Google Play Store to download the app for free. SKTV iOS app is now accessible on Apple App Store. For early access, use the QR code. Join us for real-time news updates, exclusive interviews and comprehensive analysis of current affairs in Manipur. Till then, good night.